Here comes York 17.
Oh, they're on the thing by the, sorry.
See a picture of my voice. Wow.
At that time, it was just known as the Summit, due to the fact that it was the top of the grade. It wasn't called New Freedom until about 1873, when it became an when the town got established, and it was named after the Freed family. The Freed family were German immigrants, and they weren't rolling in money, but they were rolling in children. 13 children to be exact. 4 of which became doctors, and one of them was a medic in the for the Northern Army during the Civil War. Now, for those of you that since you were about that building, the Cadorus Creek, which is running alongside us for the entirety of the journey, actually runs through the basement of the building. It was used as a refrigerant, but now it's just used as a fishing ground for the owner. The building off to the right side of the train, that white building, is the Jackson House Bed and Breakfast, constructed in 1859. It was considered a luxury hotel at the time because it had both hot and cold running water and steam heat. For those of you that like paranormal activity, you will be pleased to know that the Jackson House is officially haunted.
Call the Ghostbusters.
One of the rooms on the 3rd floor does contain a ghost. And then finally, the black house off to the left side of the train, that little black house, is called the Creek House. It was constructed in 1890 as an ice cream factory. However, it is now a rental on Airbnb.
Thank you.
I don't know what the rate is, but it's probably worth more than my pay. Do you see him? He's across the street down in the valley as we cross this bridge.
I do not see. Oh, there he is.
Where is it?
He's sitting.
Now you can't see it. Just wait. Hold
For
your head
those who
still.
saying that is just a statue, you're wrong. That is a real gorilla. He's just like sitting there very, very still.
That is a statue. You're wrong.
Yeah, we're new at this stuff. We really don't know too much about it. Train guards. Typical ones are everybody likes the big boy, everybody likes the blue comet. They're the first ones you come across that you start noticing.
Now as we head through Glen Rock, there will be some other buildings I'll point out. The first is going to be a gas station and convenience store off to the right side. Maybe thinking, why am I pointing that one out? Well, it was originally the Glen Rock Passenger Depot. Well, the foundations were at least. The original building was demolished in the 1960s after passenger traffic was discontinued. However, a mural was painted on the side of the structure, commemorating the town in the 1880s, and also depicting the station in its original glory. After the gas station will be the Glen Rock Mill Inn. The Glen Rock Mill Inn was constructed in 1837 and is the oldest surviving building in Glen Rock. It was originally a grist mill, a grist, flour, and grain mill. However, it has since been turned into a wonderful restaurant as well as a hotel. Excuse me. Off to the left side of the train, however, you'll see a statue of 5 gentlemen, so 5 hats. That is a statue of the Glen Rock Carolers. The Glen Rock Carolers was a group that was started by William Heathcote himself. Because he was homesick from his native Britain, he decided to bring a little slice of Britain to Pennsylvania. And by that, I mean he decided to gather up his pals, and on Christmas morning at midnight, he would go around the town of Glen Rock and sing old English Christmas carols until the sun rose. This is a tradition that is still in effect to this day. Yes, that's right. The Glen Rock Carolers are still active, and it consists of 50 gentlemen. I'm sorry, ladies, there are no girls allowed. See, gentlemen, I told you I have one for you later. They sing in 3-part harmonies, and it's more likely not you will not recognize most of the songs due to them being fairly old. So unless you're an English scholar, you're probably not going to recognize any of them. But you may be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I like singing. I don't mind singing old English Christmas carols, and I don't mind wandering around the town as celebration. And they're right now training up their fifth generation. Their fifth generation are only children, but so they may be out and about having some fun. So if you do see them, just wave at them, okay? They're very nice people. Well, it looks like Wandagus is out, and also we have a flock of Canadian geese that have come to greet us. And a lot of Canadian geese, as well as a white-tailed deer, and also some horses. Anyway, we're now approaching town Sightland, Pennsylvania. Oh, wait a minute, we already went through Sightland. This is Sykesville, Pennsylvania. And yes, this was also founded by Nicholas Sykes. And as far as we know, he's the only person that has two towns, two main streets, and a building named after him, all within a 5-mile radius of each other. I don't know about you, but that's quite an accomplishment if you ask me. Now, as we head through Sykesville, there will be a 1866 constructed feed mill that will be off to the right side. The building has been restored to its 1866 condition, minus one thing, and that is a water table. The water table was used to power the mill, but of course it was taken out when the mill got decommissioned. It is now a private residence. If you can't tell, we're leaning quite severely to one side as we go around this curve. Now, you may think that this is a design flaw where the track is not very well maintained, but this is actually intentional. This curve is intentionally cut. That are here at this farm are known as the limousine cow. The limousine cow is an Italian breed. And for those of you that are thinking, wait a minute, does that mean the automotive is that from the automotive industry too? Well, the cow came first, and the limousine and the stretch limousine car is named after this cow. So whenever you see a member of the rich and famous riding in one of those limousine cars, just remember it's named after a cow.
Moo.
Some other buildings that'll be pointed out as we head to Seven Valleys. One is a 4-story building. Originally it was a furniture factory, and later was turned into a cigar factory. However, we actually had their owners on here yesterday, believe it or not. And from what they told me, they're turning it into an eBay storage facility and a distribution center. I don't know if that's true or not, but they may have just been pulling my leg. But there's one thing Seven Valleys is known for. It is known for the fact that it is home to the first ever commercial ice cream factory. Unfortunately, the original factory no longer stands. A little fact that pertains to us more than anything else is that this road crosses the road over a bridge. Mm-hmm. This particular bridge is only about 11 feet tall, and as a result, this bridge has been notorious for being hit by tall vehicles.
That's because they don't read the sign.
Unfortunately, this happened recently in 2024. when a semi truck hit this bridge at speed and knocked the bridge out of alignment. But thankfully, thanks to York County Parks, we were able to get the bridge back up back in service within about 10 months. Luckily, the accident was caught on camera by the Valley Tavern. Yes, another alcohol-based establishment. They caught it on camera, and now they have a drink named after this accident, known as the Bridge Strike. But anyway, I think that's enough history for now. Because I have to put my mic down and actually have to do some railroading for once. Because we're actually going to turn the train around again. We're going to take a locomotive off one end of the train and we're going to put it on the other end of the train, and it's going to take us back up to New Freedom. Now, as this happens, please wave to the engineer and fireman as they pass by the locomotive. Our engineer today is Leroy, fireman today is Brian, and our assistant fireman is Brendan. Now, they're all very sensitive people, so if you don't wave at them, there's a chance that they may leave us behind. Then keep in mind, it's 10 miles back to New Freedom, and it's all uphill.
What? She's a slipping.
I want to go out there and see what's like outside.
Bree still feels kind of cold yet.
I don't know. When my son came by, he was frozen.
Yeah, and I saw the snot running down
Oh
his
no,
nose,
after
too.
that he just sneezed and they didn't have a napkin, so I went run back here. We'll be right back.
All right. This side of the train, all right. But they can't go past 16 because this is a rail trail. Why do you have to go to the bathroom? Thank God there's editing on videos. Usually when I play everything on YouTube, I edit my videos and I put it all in one video and post it. I do both the real thing and models, you know.
Oh, yeah, my husband does. If I die, he'll take up the whole house.
That's what I'm planning on doing with my house. Keenan's gonna come back through here. I just heard the double whistles.
Let's be a fireman.
Conductor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he might be the fireman.
Ice cream, the birth of the commercial ice cream thing. I like that.
Don't say no, listen, that there's one in England station that,
Is that where you
not my station, that's one of our,
Check out that Camaro. Oh.